Hello everyone, welcome to my program. So my name is Dr. Lee and I come from Bukit Mertajam, which is the northern part of Peninsular Malaysia. Right now I'm staying in Kluang, Johor. So welcome everyone and thank you for taking concern, for showing concern for your future, for your education, for your SPM. So as we all know, starting 2021, the formats of certain papers have already changed. And today is the third subject I'm discussing that have undergone changes since 2021. Now for the English paper which I'm going to discuss now, we have now got 4 papers instead of 2. In the past we had reading and writing, but speaking was just oral, was also a separate paper. But today, after 2021, is included in the main paper. Meaning to say, any one paper you don't do well is going to pull your marks down. Okay, was unlike in the past where oral was a separate paper. Today is not. Okay, for Bahasa Melayu is the same thing I have discussed previously. You can have a look. So Bahasa Melayu is the same. You have reading, writing, listening, and speaking for English. For BM, pemahaman is called ujian bertulis, but actually it's pemahaman, is reading. And then ujian bertulis, ujian mendengar, that means listening, and ujian bertutur for speaking. English is the same. Reading, which is actually comprehension. Writing, which is writing essay. Speaking, and listening. So 4 different papers. And each paper is 25% of the whole paper. Alright, now, if you look at SPM English beginning 2021, our English is now CEFR aligned, meaning to say Common European Framework of Reference, that is CEFR. So it's good. Common means to say we are together with the European countries, especially the United Kingdom, especially England. So our paper is already recognized. They are looking more into the questions that we are setting, and they are recognizing our paper, which is very good. Okay, and our English paper is called 1119, 1119. So let us say you are doing paper 1, it will be 1119 stroke 1, and then if it is the second paper, stroke 2, and 3 and 4. Now, our reading paper has 5 parts, and this reading paper is called paper 1. So it has a total of 40 marks, and you are required to finish the whole paper, 40 questions, in 1 hour and 30 minutes, or I should say 90 minutes. So it's the questions that are given to you are over here. Part 1. Part 1 is a 3-option multiple choice. That means A, B, C. 3 options, 3 choices. You have 8 questions and 8 marks. Meaning to say for every question that you answer correctly, you get 1 mark. So actually what is this? Part 1. Part 1 is actually short text. It could be, it's all in boxes. But it could be maybe a graph, but there are words for sure, or a picture, but there are words for sure. The words are quite a lot compared to the previous, before 2021. The words are more. So we call them short text. So they are all together 8 short texts, and you have to answer the question looking at the text. So there are 8 texts altogether. So there will be 8 questions, each text 1 question. So usually that goes, 1 text, 1 question, 8 marks altogether. So 1 text, 1 mark, or 1 question, 1 mark. For part 2 is 4-option multiple choice close. What is close? Close, or close, I think, or close if you like. Now this close, I will say close. This close is actually what I call a passage or a short story, or it could be an article where words are deliberately taken out. That means there are they leave the blanks. They leave certain blanks. And you have to find the answer to the blank. So this is 4 options. So A, B, C, D. So for each blank, find a word to fill it in. And this basically is focused on grammar and vocabulary. These 2 areas. Okay, so there are, filling in the blanks is short, 1 word or 2 word answers. It could be a phrase, yes. And part 3, 4 option multiple choice. 8 questions, 8 marks. Each question 1 mark. So actually, what is 4 options means to say A, B, C, D. You choose 1 answer. And this actually is what we call longer text. Longer text means to say the passage is long. Okay, the passage is long and you have to read all in order to get your answers. Now there are 2 ways you can answer for these long text. Because if you look at the questions, usually, for example, question 1, the question will be from paragraph 1 and then they ask the question. And then from paragraph 2, they ask the question again. From paragraph 4, they ask question again. So that means, they are telling you where to find the answers, which is quite good, is it? So there are 2 ways. The first way could be, the first method, you can read all and then look at the questions and find the answers. The second way would be, look at the question. If the question says from paragraph 2, so you read 1 and then go to 2. Once you have read 2, directly answer the question. So you can actually see from which paragraph you can get your answers. Okay, so it's up to you. Because everyone has their own ways of answering. I can't tell you which is the best way. Okay, you can look at the question. If the question says from paragraph 3, you can look at paragraph 3 and find your answers. But some people like to read all. And then when they look at the question, they read again. Then they get the answers. They select the answers. So it's up to you. Okay? Part 4 is called get text. 6 questions, 6 marks. This is different from the longer text. This is actually, it's the same. It's 1 article or 1 report or 1 story. But they leave out 1 sentence. Okay? So 1 sentence is taken out. You have to identify. You have to find that sentence to put it back. So it's like a jigsaw puzzle. Something is missing. The whole line is missing. You have to find that line and fill it in. Put it in so that the story becomes complete. Because right now it's not complete because you can see that 6 sentences are missing. How can the story be complete? It cannot be complete. So what you do is, you have to read the story. Read it first. Understand it first. Then go and find that sentence which is missing and put it in. So that towards the end, the whole story is complete. And what message they want to send out, it can be sent out with the inclusion of the words, of the sentences that you have found. Okay, so this is called get text. You can see that there are 6 questions and 6 marks, meaning to say 6 sentences are purposely left out. And the last part is matching and information transfer. 8 questions and 8 marks. Well, this is information transfer. That means you read and then you find the answer. You transfer the answers to the questions and answer. So one example could be, say they have 8 teenagers. So one is called Alia, one is called Peter, one is called Maria, and so on. And then maybe they have certain opinions. So Alia may say something, her opinion of a certain topic. And then after that, Maria says something. Maria gives her opinion. Peter gives her opinion. And towards the end, once you have finished reading about all these people, then questions come. And they want to know who said what. So whose opinion was that? So they may give you the opinion right away, and you have to identify who was the person who said it. Or maybe they mentioned Alia. Alia said something, then you have to identify what she said. Okay, again here you can choose who said what. So it's just matching. It's just transferring the information over. Okay, so I have already discussed with everyone. Okay, I've discussed with you. Remember that paper 1 is reading. You must know which paper you are sitting for. And you must be ready for it. You must know that there are 5 parts and you cannot choose. You have to do all. You can see here, 8 plus 10, 18 plus 8, 26 plus 6, 32 plus 8, 40. 40 marks, 40 questions. So you have to do all. So you must know, see, you are going for an exam. You are sitting for paper 1. You must know that there are 5 parts and 40 questions. 40 marks are allocated. You have to know that. And you have to know that you are only given 90 minutes to complete 40 questions. So it's actually, for me, I feel that it's quite challenging. It's quite challenging because if you give me one sentence and ask me to write the answer or find the answer, 2.5 minutes or 2.5, you can see 90 minutes for 40 questions. I presume one question is 2.5 minutes or 2.5 minutes. Now, if you give me in a sentence, for one sentence answer the question, you give me 2.5 minutes, I feel that is more than enough. But the problem is, you are not doing that. You are looking at one whole passage or one whole, maybe about 5 or 6 sentences and only one question. It all adds up to 2.5 minutes. So, you know, time is actually a factor. So you can't be wasting time. So remember that you are given 1 hour and 30 minutes. Be on the lookout at the clock. Usually in the school hall there is a clock. Be on the lookout. Make sure that you complete all the questions that are given because you have no choice. You have to answer all 40 questions. Alright? So that's all for this session. I will be doing paper 2, paper 3 and paper 4. Okay? So I will meet you again in paper 2. So give me a like, share and subscribe until we meet again. Goodbye.